A new rookie class has... With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Project, this ain't what you want.
To start off a game, you fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Now he'll tuck this and run. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, set. Red, 38. Cut.
And they'll try to run the option here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels.
Marvin Harrison Jr., his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And he returns this to the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
7 yards there and a first down. The Ravens had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up. on the road as the season progresses.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
47-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Tackle made there by Buda Baker. From the 46, here's the second down and 9. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Play action. Now Jackson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. And look at this Baltimore defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Okay,
tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Come on, set. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Ravens will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get rolling in those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it. And
I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Jackson now. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And finally taken down at the 15. And big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Go. Nice shot. 180.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
180. Nice shot. Alpha, sit hot. 180. Sit hot. 180. Hey, middle.
Here's Jackson to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal.
And the Baltimore 1st down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out 1st downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Jackson going to keep it. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Middle. Hey, report.
They'll look to throw. Jackson going to keep it. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7.
14. Cardinals 7.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And
Good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards.
Here we go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Short one here, caught by McBride.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Ultra. Go ultra. Ready. Ready.
A give up the middle with Benson. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Michael Wilson from 19 yards away. And the Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And Jackson throwing once more. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Straight ahead, Estime. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. On fourth down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal.
This one from 46 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would say, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Ravens 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Hey, Ozzy, Ozzy,
10 at the 44-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's second down.
Second and 6.
DC, ready? DC, you. Ready.
Jackson.
He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 26.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a first and 10 here.
Over the middle, it's complete. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now second and 5.
From the gun, Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Cardinals 21. Tyler Luke kicking off for Baltimore.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. He sets to fire deep. That is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. These offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Let's go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will take. Over at the 24-yard line.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And it'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here. I don't do it.
Feeling the pressure here and take him down. A sack back at the 7. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Tyler Luke now to try the field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Ready, set.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. He's got his tight end Fryermuth right side. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A
great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, three things can happen, and two of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go. Black 40. Fight. Quick. Come on, 38. Hut.
Looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Down.
They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready. Set. Ready.
Back to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. To the right side and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Hey, middle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he will find his man on the outside. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 60 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 38 yards on the scamper there. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. He'll try to run this one in. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens will add to their fourth quarter lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past getting run because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, when they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter, this drive becomes very critical.
They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front. They're prepared for him to try and take off.
Second and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That ball caught by Harrison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll look to throw here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Ready to go with their next next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. 71 yards. And the Cards have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers.
It's all about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
It's on pick number 6.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Running right, here's Estime. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The offense on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. He'll try to pick it up himself. Got a man, it's caught for the Ravens touchdown. Pat Fryermuth, 29 yards. And the Ravens tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. And maybe a wrench thrown in the operation there. The snap wasn't great, and this kick is pulled. It's no good.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one, and one didn't quite reach blowout status. I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, 46 yards. And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They're going to look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Here we go, set.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough.
Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the New England Patriots.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And Richardson will throw to start out here. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
When you look at this Patriots defense,
They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
This defense for the Patriots, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away and give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Richardson out of the shotgun. He'll try and do this himself.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The Colts send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And this will be taken at the 13. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Patriots take over. Looking to put a drive together.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's got his man on the out route. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
39-yard line.
To the right side, this is Henderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The Patriots at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throw left side complete. That's Henderson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Henderson. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Cougar 19. 3.
On the option to give to Taylor here. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. When you look at this Patriots defense,
they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31.
And the Colts
18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he stopped immediately there. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Now it's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal, Indianapolis.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Taylor is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
Well, he is going to be smothered in the backfield again as he ran into a wall there. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Come on. Set. Liking, hey,
Richardson now on 3rd and goal. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. York able to send this one through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. That's complete. Trigger on Henderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He spots Henderson open left side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he's got room. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Ready.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Cowboy 8.
Henderson running straight ahead. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Here we go. Start. Go.
Now back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal.
19 tight, 19 tight, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. Hey, smash. Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Pioneer.
Back to throw here. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So 3 points on the board. As easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too bad.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
60 Vikings.
Now Richardson. He'll check this one down to Taylor. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Finding Walker complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Come on, go.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more there and another 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Let's go now. Shot 50. Cougar night.
Henderson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Okay, ready?
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Ready? Viking 18.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Here's a 2nd and 5. Richardson working from the gun. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 36. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
A gain of 14.
On the ground, DJ Giddens. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That's caught right side. It's Warren. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Tyler Warren, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Come on.
He'll look to throw. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, a run with Henderson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. He'll look to set up his blockers. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Open man, the tight end Warren. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, Richardson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On first down, it's Henderson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down at the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Second and 10. Richardson. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Richardson looking to throw this. This taken in by Downs. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Richardson completes a quick one out wide. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's good for a Colts. First down. A gain of 16 yards.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. They set up the screen for Giddens. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. It's caught. Mitchell. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
On the set. Trap 50, trap 50.
Now it's Richardson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. The extra point now for Borregales. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines to run for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll try to pick it up himself. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. He throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position.
Crack low 80.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Tag! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Straight ahead, Henderson. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. He'll start with a give to Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Richardson looking to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Richardson to throw. That complete to Downs.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another.
He's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
For a Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the quarterbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 29-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hurt. 18 Cardinals.
On the zone read, here's Henderson with it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
This is Henderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. As he throws there incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there on the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And managed to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Richardson going to change the play here.
Here's 2nd and 8.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Richardson.
And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now he'll tuck this and run. This one deep for Wilson.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Indy. 49 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Back to throw again.
Got his man, it's Warren.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Patriots.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Richardson out of the shotgun. That's to Warren, his tight end.
No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. He'll try to do it himself.
It's Wilson. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That's good.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. Let's go.
A handoff here to Henderson.
Powerful running. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Come on, come on.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready?
Again, it's Henderson.
And he stopped immediately there. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
79 Broncos. Get it. Ready, ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You see them communicating after that play. They both know that they missed a shot for a touchdown on that throw.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try to execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready.
Richardson to throw it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
Let's get cut right there.
Richardson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
And the Colts first down.
One last shot for Richardson. They'll get that one to Taylor complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it's just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Pats, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.